The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Elliott. They find some open field here. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, it's Haskins. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 11-yard line.
In your face.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. From the gun, it's Haskins. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? The ball is tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Hey, South. Switch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Ready, flag 25. Check, watch 54. Get your swarm on.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 50 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now is sky high, 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Come on,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 81 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On second down, it's Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third down, here's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They should have known, baby.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Jones has it. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they got it 1st and 10. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the Cowboy first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end rock,
From midfield now, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. 54 Mike. Go. Go. Check four. Check four. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
20, 20. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. He's checking.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Rip left. Base. Ringo. Ready to go.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Ryan. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Haskins now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Cooper was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Check three, check three, check three. Undercrush, undercrush. Hey, check. Hey, watch that, watch that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
You think you won't get this? He's coming.
Now Ito Smith. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Bound to lose one.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the 21. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Switch.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Bullock on for the field goal. A 54-yard.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack. Haskins looking for Cooper. That's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go, B, let's go.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Fast footwork by Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Haskins now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Haskins going to throw again. Forced diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Down, ready, 280. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Ready, set.
On second down, it's Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. The Sanders has got it complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will get them 1 closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready, 280. Check, watch me. Check the out, check the out. Check the. Hey, Tuesday. Check 9. Joker.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Check. Out.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got it. Pick the edge. Come.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Freeman again. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
He's got a man, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Cowboys.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins, he's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game.
Ready, we're ready. Black 25. 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Big gas, big gas, big gas. Let him go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman a first down and more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 43 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about,